I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Elderman and Sea Guard. So, in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was Kelzalik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense, enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Danans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion!
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
I can handle it!
Take this!
There! Dragon Shell! It's over!
Far enough! Talon Hurricane!
Here I go! Light Astral Stay rescue! You gotta jump for cover, okay?
Take this!
Do it!
You're finished!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
With your flames and my technique?
We're stronger together than we are apart. Finally.
What is it?
I found an ingredient for that new recipe.
Hi, Poodle!
Attack! It's over!
Burning!
First strike!
Thunder
Megasonic
Field!
thrust!
Do it! Dance to Motion! Astral Energy! Full throttle! Go!
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here.
What's this thing?
Maybe something's going on in the forest. Little help! Card expert, here's evil!
Talon Storm!
One more! Dance in the wind!
Come one, come all!
Photon Blast!
Mirage!
Feel away!
Here I
Look
come!
at you lost the way! Burning Strike!
Take this!
Light Astral Energy!
Do it! I'll stop its charge!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
A fish! You...
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live on. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Ha! There we go. Anybody could reel in that.
Nice! You caught it!
Ha! Reel it in. That was disappointing. Ha! Oh! I didn't think I'd catch something this big.
You tamed a real beast.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
That was nothing.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomach ache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. Wherever he went, and tried to learn as much from him as I could. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from study, take a break from training, too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. See you guys tomorrow. You guys ready to hit the road? I know.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
It's over! You're on! Burn in hell!
Can't get out of this!
My specialty.
We're ready to go! We got fire!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours!
Elusive deity!
You're on!
Dance in the wind!
Armor won't save you!
Air
Here I come! You're finished! Grievous Descent! Flashing Bang!
Easy! Way to go!
Now, let loose.
Eat this! Talon Hurricane!
Win!
My Astral Energy dance in the wind! Don't mind if I do!
Take this! Do it! It's over! Totally! In an instant! Impact Rock!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my heart!
If he slows down, that's our chance!
It's like trying to move up to the wall!
Begin! Take this!
Dragon
In a
Force!
bind!
Burning Strike! Glacial Spear!
Dragon Sonic Rush!
Lightning
Here I
Orb!
come! Catapult!
Alright, it's go time!
In a bind!
You're mine! Dragon Form! Megasonic Blast!
Resonate with the earth!
Fury!
Being interrupted. Resonate with the
You're
earth!
mine!
Sleep
Get on!
Get on there with the others!
Come on!
Win! Take this!
Take this!
More with Lightning Fury! Burning Strike!
It's
I'm
over!
ready!
In here! This is it!
Resonate with the earth!
This will come in handy!
Megasonic Thrust!
Here I go! Supernova! I'm only getting Searing
You're mine!
Do it! Raging Cascade! Astral Energy! Full throttle! Go!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. There's his...
on that by a mile.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen. I have a bad feeling about this.
Ready to go! It's over!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance for all mine.
Take this! You're finished!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Take this! Dragon Storm!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Dance in the wind! Pierce evil! Air thrust!
Hurricane Strike!
Lightning Descent! Thunder Blade!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang!
Annihilation energy! Lightning Descent field! Now!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Wow! Look what I just found.
Damn it! Brace yourself! This one's tough! Take this! You're finished!
Not in your dreams!
It's too much!
Pierce evil!
Dragon Swarm! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all! This one's mine!
This one's all mine! No! Can't end here!
Forgive me.
I'll bring your men from death to this! Flawless flight! Resuscitation!
Tornado drive!
I owe you one.
Searing rain! Storm! Flame
Take
fly!
Take this!
Guiding supernova! Dance in the wind!
No further!
Searing get in there with the F!
You're
I'll heal
mine!
you all! Extra come through!
Does it hurt?
Hailing circle! Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact rock! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
You're mine! You're finished! Not today!
Resonate with the
Severing wind! You're on! You're mine! You're finished!
Let's go! Annihilation! Confiscated! Let me help! First aid!
Take this!
Can you take it?
Light astral
Dragon
raging
Swarm!
cascade! Hamming! Flame
Wind!
of fury!
I'm ready!
Strike!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Glacial spear! Here's evil! This
I'm
one's
not
mine!
done!
Here!
Dragon
Foreigner! Thunder field! Now!
Here! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I can feel my precision improving.
Hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then? This won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist. Where are you going? It's a duel of the arts.
Dragon Swarm!
Elusive light is free!
Now!
Can you take care of them?
No,
In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Leave the enemy's arcs to me.
No complaints here!
You're finished! Hurricane
Deity!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Resonate with the earth!
Tempest
Burn it!
It's showtime!
Armor won't save you!
Mega Raging Cascade! Annihilation! Now!
Double Demon! Move up!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! I can feel my power growing!
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
I'll take you all off!
Art Expert coming through!
Cut! You're finished!
Mega Ray! I'm not so good with airborne targets. Annihilation!
Take this! It's over!
The enemy wields arcs too.
No thing to see about that.
Double Demon Fist!
I'm ready!
Move up!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
You're mine! You're
Lightning
finished!
condemned! Thunder
You're
Blade!
on!
A new melody!
You're mine! You're finished!
Burning Strike!
It's love! Here! You're Eat dirt! I owe you one! You're mine! Non-chance! Dragon Form!
One at a time!
Severing Wind!
Now!
So I still had room to grow.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Come and face me! It's over!
One's mine!
Win! You're on!
Here, let me
Armor
help.
won't save you!
Time to let it rip!
Tempest Whirl!
I'm ready!
Move up!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Dragon Form!
Actually, perhaps sound is more appropriate.
Less talking and more doing. Here goes!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction light.
Megasonic Thrust!
Don't suffer in silence.
Dragon Form! This one's all mine! I'm not done! Severing Wind!
Let me help. This'll
You're
come
on!
in handy.
Elusive Deity! Burn! Here I come! I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Hey, new equipment!
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their...
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
With the Take this! I shall ensure you survive this!
Double demon fang!
Raging
You're
cascade!
finished!
Sleep now!
You're
Let the
finished!
marksman get on in there with the others!
Lunar Bongo!
Thunder!
Rising Phoenix!
Too much to handle!
Take this!
I'm ready! Long! Hey! Blow them away!
Searing tempest! And that's my will!
Can you take it?
Air
Double demon fang! Take this! Take this!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
It's
Can you
over!
take it?
Freeze laser!
Rotating
Brilliant
pile driver!
madness!
Take this!
Thunder
It's
blade!
over! This one's all mine!
Lightning! Now!
Thank you! Long! Hey! Blow them away!
Easy peasy, huh, Hoodle?
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know. Out of our way!
You're finished!
It's over!
Can you take
Come
it?
one, come all!
Not on my watch!
Take this! Dragon Form!
Alright! In here! More for the south pile!
An astral art?
That's my cue! Never miss!
Shut him down!
Take this! I'm only getting more! Maybe this one! Flame of Fury!
Never quit!
I can
Take this!
Lightning! Change in the wind! Air thrust! Lightning!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Long! Hey! Blow them away! My fists are crushing it out there! Retreat if you know what's good for you!
It's over!
evil!
Burn it!
Here goes! Here goes! Dance in the wind! Ready! Here's a healing!
Catapult! Severing wind! Searing gale!
Feel!
No escape!
Both are never miss! Far enough! More where that came from! In here!
Pierce!
Let's get you out of the way!
I'm ready!
Quit staring and concentrate on the fight.
I don't take orders from you! Do it!
It's on!
Doubling!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around! Annihilation!
Certainly not.
Eat
Don't mind
this!
if I do! Mega Ray!
Begin!
Raging Storm! Banana!
I'm ready!
Burning This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Step back! This one's all law!
Is that a healing art?
It is. I can't ignore your pain.
Now try to be more careful.
Dragon Form!
Only getting started!
How about this?
Stalagmite!
Explosive ring!
Raging Cascade! Hear me! Flame of Fire!
I'm not done!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah!
Lunar
And
Flash!
pummel it to me!
You're finished!
Ready to go! Wind Astral! Here, let me help!
Elusive deity!
First aid!
Okay, here I come!
Mega Ray!
Here I come! Severing wind!
Lightning Orb!
Another incantation ruined!
It's over!
Fury! Burning Thrust!
Searing gale!
Spear! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar!
Dragon Form!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Don't get complacent.
Coming through!
Dragon Form! Explosive ring!
Raging Cascade! Here's a healing art! Confiscated!
And more of this and I'll burn out.
A banana! Let's go!
Here I come! You picked the wrong fight!
Thunder Blade!
Take this! Explosive!
Air thrust!
You attack without mercy.
Because I can't afford to
Not against the worthiest.
So those are Dan and Astrolite. Something you want to say? Not so long as you keep them pointed toward the enemy.
I'll trip it up.
You're mine! Not a chance! Try this!
Mega Ray!
Explosive ring!
Raging Cascade! Never miss! Arch Field!
I'm ready! Carve through armor!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Take this!
Demon Fang!
Tempest
I'm
Go!
not done!
Now! The Glacial Spear!
You're mine!
This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash!
I can feel my precision improving.
And thus our strength yet grows. Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
Ugh.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Gisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me, why? said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? Enjoy.
Healing
You're mine!
I'm grateful.
Wind after energy!
Why'd you do it?
To stop you dying?
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal!
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Here, let me help.
Die.
Here!
First aid! Ready to the wind! In here! Glacial Spear! Pierce the evil!
Resonate with you.
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down! I'll be saving!
Now you see what I can do!
Healing circle!
Thank you.
You're mine!
Hey, now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Explosive ring!
Heal!
Far enough!
Healing circle!
Rotating pile driver!
Pierce! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction light.
Explosive ring!
Pierce the evil!
Dragon Swarm!
Freeze!
Double Demon Fang!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nies, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey. Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Nies, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danons, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danon legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renins have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danons rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important, and learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
So you're elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quietly.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then—
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and the little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Way!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadime! You are the true leader of this realm!
We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up. Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renin pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadime said in there.
Huh, at least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renins.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadime.
This isn't Deadime's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
You sense one of your friends, Hootle?
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to them.
I want to feel your heart right now.